What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the Kangaroo Black Show, where we do recaps of the previous day's games. So we're just going to jump right into it, and we're going to start off with the number one team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs versus the Missouri Tigers. So at the beginning of the game, Missouri came out with a purpose. They were stopping the run. Georgia had to punt on their first couple of drives. So they came out with a purpose, but they couldn't sustain it. But all in all, I give Missouri credit, man. They usually give up over 280 yards a game rushing, but they held Georgia to only 168 yards rushing yesterday. But they couldn't stop the pass, man. They gave up 337 pass yards, but Stetson Bennett, like I said, he playing pretty good right now. But the thing is, he ain't got the arm to get the ball deep downfield, man. He underthrow those guys. So it was a couple of passes that could have got picked off yesterday in the passing game. But hey, the receivers came up with the ball, so all that is null and void, I guess. But as far as Georgia, the defense just continue doing the same thing that they been doing throughout the whole season. So I was surprised that Missouri even got 6 points on the board. I know they tried to get a touchdown late, really, with less than basically 30 seconds left, but they didn't get in. Like I say, the third down play was open. Quarterback could have ran that in. Daggone fourth down, it was open too. He just didn't throw it on time, and then he threw it behind him. So, hey, that was null and void. So Georgia got the big, well, I ain't going to say a big win. They got the blowout win. So they just continue rolling on, handling their business, man. Blowing these teams out with no problem. So we'll move on and talk about this Alabama and LSU game, which shouldn't even have been a game, because LSU, they just got so many problems, man. But Alabama pulled out the win, the struggle win, 20-14. Lord have mercy. I know a lot of Alabama fans was upset about this win, frustrated about it. But hey, we won the game. The guys pulled it out, leaned on the defense that we be hard on. Seemed like every week, but they held their own yesterday. But it shouldn't have even been that close at all. But Coach O and his staff, he had them boys ready to play, even though they just a pick-apart team. They put together. They just throw them together, man. All these schools that we should be blowing out was beating LSU. And then here it is, LSU come in and play us like they the number 2 or 3 team in the country. So hey, it just goes to show you, man, that anything can happen. And when it's time to play Alabama, everybody is hyped. So, that defense, like I said last night, and you seen the stats probably, hell, Alabama run a game to 6 total yards. 6 total yards on the ground, man. But that's on the offensive line, because the offensive line was getting blown up last night. I know we got some players out, but I ain't making no excuse, man. We got to get a lot better on the offensive line, man. It ain't the first time, even when we didn't have players out. But so, and I know I said Max Johnson played better than Bryce Young, but no, he didn't. I said that last night I was drinking. But anyway, it's all on the offensive line. What the quarterback gonna do if he ain't got no protection? He can't do nothing. So, oh well. But hey, luckily we got a deep ball with Jameis Williams, so gave us the lead and we kept the lead. I was expecting a big win, man. But Bryce Young did pass for 302 yards. We only had a total of 308. So, like I said, 6 yards on the ground just ain't gonna cut it. But Um, we held our defense held LSU to only 186 yards passing and 109 rushing. So the defense did pretty good, man. I know, like I said, we be hard on our defense, man, every week. But they held up last night, man. And it wasn't for them, it would have been ugly, man. We would have had some sad faces this morning, Alabama fans. So I don't know what the coming off a bye week, we were sluggish, man. I ain't never seen that on Nick Saban coach team, man. But I'm telling you, man, this was one of the I'm gonna say this was the worst performance under Nick Saban since his first year, the 2007 year. So I don't expect to see this again. Not while Nick Saban is the head coach, but we got it done, man. That's all that counts, man. So we got the win. So we'll move on. We all know the number 3 team, Michigan State. They lost to Purdue. This is the second top 5 team Purdue knocked off. They knocked off Auburn. I guess they just got a knack for beating top tier teams. I don't know, well, teams that's ranked in the top 10 and top 5. So, but Purdue came out and did what they had to do, even though they on a rush for 58 yards. But they had 536 yards in the passing game. So something was going on with that Michigan secondary because they was getting beat up. So they was throwing the ball all over the place. But Michigan State, they rushed for 182 yards. You know they got a Heisman Trophy candidate running that ball, and he doing his thing, man. And they passed for 276, which all in all wasn't bad. But Purdue put it on them, man. So them damn Boilermakers, they spoiling a whole lot of people's dreams. So sorry, Michigan State. Maybe next time you'll get it together. Then we got Oregon. They beat Washington. You know, I really don't watch Pac-12 football, so I can't comment too much on that. But I do know Washington Huskies ain't a good team this year. Washington used to be pretty good, man. I remember, you know, I was stationed at Fort Lewis, man. Washington was a pretty good damn team, man. But this year, they down in the dumps. Bottom of the barrel. Oregon Ducks 8-1, sitting at number 4. So they doing their thing, man. Then we got who next? Ohio State. They got them a win yesterday. So they keep moving along. They beat who did Ohio State beat yesterday? But they keep moving along. They beat Nebraska. They struggled with Nebraska a little bit. So that first quarter, nobody had any points. Then they both of them put points up in the second quarter. So, but Ohio State, they got the win. They won 26-17, which I thought they would blow Nebraska out because Nebraska was not very good. They only won 3 games. So, like I said, just continue to show. Anything can happen on in any game. Any game. Nebraska, they passed for 248 and ran for 113. And Ohio State passed for 405 and ran for nothing. 400 yard pass is damn good, man. So they got 495 yards total offense. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Long as you can pull out the win and hopefully don't fall in the rankings, it's a good day for you. So that's the top 5, and then, you know, Cincinnati, they squeaked out a win against Tulsa. Man, you know, we all thought that Cincinnati was gonna blow Tulsa out the water, but that didn't happen. So Cincinnati, they got to get on the ball too, man. They done had a couple of struggle wins, man. But for most of the season, they've been playing pretty damn good. So can't ask for no more. They still at number 6. I guarantee you that. If they probably moved up since Michigan State lost. Tulsa put up 446 total yards on them, so they beat them in total yards. Tulsa rushed the ball for 297 yards. So Cincinnati, your run defense better get it together, man. Cause if you moving up, I doubt if you win out and a couple teams lose that's in the top 4, they probably still won't put you in the playoffs. So simply cause you're a small school, man. That's the only reason I can see. But hey, just keep doing your thing. So maybe by the grace of God, for y'all, if somebody do lose, y'all will pick up and maybe two or three of them teams lose. You know, Michigan State and Ohio State got to play each other, but Michigan State already lost. But there's a possibility that they can beat Ohio State. So there it is. And then Michigan, see, they got them a win against Indiana, which they should have won. You know, Indiana ain't nobody. They're a 2-win team. And like I say, Jim Harbaugh got them guys playing some damn good ball, man. Michigan should have beat Michigan State. They should be 9-0 right now. But they dropped the ball, lost the lead. And like I say, Jim Harbaugh, you got to win them big games. You just beat Indiana all over the field. You want to allow them 195 total yards. And you got 223 passing, 188 rushing. So you did what you had to do. You beat the team that you were supposed to beat. So there it is. I'm only going to do the maybe 2 more teams. I ain't going to go into this whole top 10 or whatever. But Michigan, I just said Michigan, they got to win. Oklahoma, did Oklahoma even play yesterday? I don't even think they played yesterday, man. So I think Oklahoma had a bye week. So don't hold me to that, but I think they did. But I'm gonna just talk about this Florida and South Carolina game. Them Florida boys, man, they done quit on Dan Mullen, man. They probably saying till they said we gonna do whatever we have to do to get him up out of here. But it's like one even no fight in them yesterday. So Dan Mullen, that probably was his last game yesterday. Now this will be his last season. I can almost guarantee it, man. Shit. When have you known for a team to rush for 284 yards on South Carolina? I mean, on Florida. Teams don't rush for that many yards on a Florida defense. Like, Florida was just in the SEC championship last year. And they are a 5-loss team right now. So, I don't know what else to say, man. But Dan Mullen, and you got 82 yards rushing yesterday. Y'all usually have some pretty straight backs, man. And your quarterback situation gonna have to get better, man. Just saying. Emory Jones, he's not the guy. He is turnover prone. He threw another interception yesterday, and he had another a fumble, and they just picked it up and ran it in. What they call a fumble 6, but I just hate it for Florida fans this year. I know they ain't not used to this, but you got to give credit to South Carolina. They came ready to play, so give credit to that staff for getting them guys up. They came off a bye week, and they got it done. So there it is, and then we're gonna talk about this Tennessee and Kentucky game. A high-scoring game, man. And Tennessee pulled out the 3-point win, 45-42. And like I said, if you look at just looking at the stats, Kentucky won this game. But if you just go by stats, Tennessee only possessed the ball for 13 minutes, almost 14 minutes, at the whole game, and they put up 45 points. So they let you know they were scoring quick and fast, just going down the field on them. If you only possess for 13 minutes and 52 seconds, and you put up 45 points while Kentucky possessed the ball for 46 minutes, a little over 46 minutes. And they came out on the losing end. Usually when you keep somebody offense off the field, you win. And you wear down their defense. But this wasn't the case. So, but like Tennessee had 461 total yards and Kentucky had 612. Tennessee had 316 yards passing to Kentucky's 387. Tennessee had 145 yards rushing to Kentucky's 225. So, how in the hell Tennessee came out with that? It baffles me, but it happened. You know, I watched some of it. So, hats off to Tennessee. They got Georgia next week. See what they going to do with Georgia. See if they going to get in the end zone a couple of times, man. But Tennessee's quarterback, he's pretty damn good, man. Hooker, he threw for 316 yards yesterday. So, he did damn good. Threw for 4 touchdowns. So, there it is. Tennessee is on. They got it going on, man, for right now. You know, we all thought Tennessee was going to be garbage after the way they started the season, but they done came on and pulled off some wins, man. And they got 5 wins. So, it is what it is, man. Kentucky, you done went down in the dumps. You done reeled off 3 losses in a row. So, it ain't looking too good. You'll get to a bowl game. But, let's see who else we had yesterday that we could talk about. But other than that, man, Auburn and Texas A&M. Auburn Tigers. Auburn Tigers. Come on, man. Y'all got to do better. You only put up 3 points, man. Matter of fact, this is like the first time y'all done went to Texas A&M and lost. Y'all usually go in there and win. But like I said, College Station is a hard place to play, man. That crowd get into it, have them guys where they can't hear, and be causing penalties, jumping, false starting, and all that shit. So shit. But Texas A&M did their thing. They held Auburn to only 226 total yards, 73 yards rushing, 153 yards passing. But like I said, Bo Nix, he is not the guy. He ain't. I'm telling you now, man. You can't just drop the ball when nobody hits you. And he done did that on more than one occasions. So, when you drop a ball on the flea flipper, you know you're having a bad day. So, and you the quarterback. You supposed to be getting the ball to the guy. So, oh well, but Auburn Tigers, you got 3 losses. We know we got to play you. And we know y'all will be hyped for that shit. So, my Crimson Tide need to be on the damn ball. Need to have a good week to practice and come out and dominate, because we can't do what we did yesterday. But I'm going to end this. Appreciate y'all watching, man. And, hey, it is what it is. That's all I can say, man. That's all I can say. But I'm going to continue to say, Roll Tide.